What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another King of Fighters video, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. In today's video, we are going to be celebrating the official launch day. That is right, you guys, day one of the official launch of the King of Fighters Survival City. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through my account, show you my progress thus far, because while today might be the official launch day for the game, I've been playing this game now for about a week and a half or so, or however long it's been since this game was released on an APK, and so I have had some time to go in and play around, and hey, I got to keep my account too, so that's nice. But before we go ahead and get into all of that and more, make sure if you guys haven't already done so, you smash that like button and subscribe, and let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So if you guys have not seen my previous videos covering this game, go ahead and check them out. Like I said, today is the day one launch for the game officially, but like I mentioned, there is an APK out there that you no longer need, obviously, because you can just go to the Google Play Store or the iOS store and download it, but hey, I digress. We did get to keep our account though, which I was a bit concerned about considering it was an APK version of the game, but as you guys can see, my little town is still here, everything's still here. I haven't done any dailies, anything at all yet today, because I just wanted to go ahead and take a look at what this game has in store for us on day one and just kind of do that alongside with you guys. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check our mail, because we have quite a few different rewards in here for day one launch. So first up here, we're just going to collect all this different stuff. There was a lot of stuff in here. So as you guys can see right here, this is really cool. We're getting some stuff for Mai, which we do have her, so that'll be nice. And I'll show you guys my fighters and things, but all these little tokens here, guys, including those gold ones we just picked up, these are actually what you use for summoning. So we're going to be doing some summoning in today's video. I've actually never summoned on the gold summon unless it was like a day one thing from like the APK where maybe there were some of those. I don't recall doing the gold token summons, but I'll show you guys what I mean when we get to that point, and we'll kind of take a look at the different summoning areas. But that is, I think, all the different day one rewards. Not sure exactly. Let's see. How many multis is that? Wow, guys, so we got 1 gold multi and 4 multis for the regular one. So yeah, that's gonna be really, really nice whenever we get in and we go and do those summons. And like I said, we will do those before the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned. But when it comes to this game, as I've mentioned before, guys, this is going to be kind of your classic kind of city building strategy game. You're basically going to be managing resources, building up your town, and the more that you build up your town, the more resources you'll get, as you guys can tell here because I'm collecting these gifts. The guilds are a big thing in this game as well. You're going to be able to war with other factions, do other things that you would pretty much expect in any type of game like this. This game is very much so not trying to reinvent any wheels whatsoever. This is a pretty, I don't want to say basic, but it's pretty basic when it comes to its structure. I mean, if you guys have played any type of game like this, you pretty much know exactly what you're going to be getting, except it's going to have a nice, pretty the King of Fighters coat over it, right? You're going to have things like your main base, you're going to have like your guild, your laboratory, your market. You can make all these little buildings here and construct them using your different resources, and the better off that your buildings are, the more of those resources you're going to gain, etc., etc. You'll have your normal check-in bonuses and things like that, and you'll have some ads you can watch here as well that are really nice because you do get a token at the end for watching 10 of them. There's all sorts of stuff in here, but again, guys, I've gone over a lot of this in previous videos, but just to kind of reiterate, this game, like I said, not trying to do anything out of the ordinary. Yes, I would normally watch that ad, but I'm making a video, so we're not going to do that right now. But as you guys can see, though, this is my town, and there are going to be places, obviously, as well, where you can go and you can play different things using your fighters, which right now, I am going to be showing you guys my roster here real quick. I have most of the roster for the launch of the game so far, so a week and a half in, I do pretty much have all these guys. In this game, I'm completely and utterly free to play, guys. I haven't spent a single dollar. Obviously, on the APK side, we could not spend money on it, because the game wasn't officially launched, so don't have to worry about that. This is all free to play, and yeah, I have done pretty well. I've almost got the entire roster, like I said, save for like a little Athena here. She's still locked, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. I'll get her eventually, maybe today when we do those summons. But as you guys can see here, characters are pretty normal stuff when it comes to building them. It's not anything too crazy. You're going to see you can level up your characters. This guy right here, Iori, is going to be at level 17. You can do your promotion for not just the fighter itself to get its star up, but you can also go in here and you can do that with the different pieces of their clothing. So you'll have these are like your accessories or your equipments, and you can go ahead and just combine these real quick. So another really nice thing that this game does, and I'm actually going to use Terry as an example here because I've been trying to build him up. I recently got Terry, so I'm trying to build him right now. So if we go in here, you're actually every couple of hours going to get one of these little free tokens, and these free tokens are really cool. Oh, nice. I'll show you guys what that is here in a second. That's really, really good. That's what we wanted. So, all right, so this is actually good because this gives you a really good general idea of how that works. So every couple hours, you'll see that timer there. You can go and do this with any fighter, like any one of the fighters on your roster, you can do this with, as you guys can see there. Now, use King here. Hi, King. There you go. So that's pretty much what you got there, but you get these, and then if we click on them, you guys will see, boom, we get a copy of the fighter. Boom, we get a copy of their gear. Boom, we get some XP for them. So this is really cool. This is part of the reason why this game is so free to play friendly, is you can do this every day and you can do it every couple hours. It's really, really nice. Obviously there are going to, I'm sure, be things down the road that are going to take away from the free to play aspect of this game. I'd imagine that the devs would like to get paid, but at the same time, it's really cool that this is so free to play friendly, at least from what I've noticed. There really doesn't seem to be any reason, unless you're just trying to force progression, to have to worry about spending anything on this game. You have tons and tons of different currencies. As you guys can see, there's all sorts of stuff. One of the big things in this game is just being overall cognizant of ranking up your account and your captain, so to speak. So you can change your captain, you can have different types of captains. As you guys can see, I picked this version of Vanessa because I just think she's adorable. But this is obviously a big thing in this game, is making sure that your captain is ranked up and getting leveled up, and that's kind of just like the proxy for your account, right? So that's kind of what you got there. You've got equipment for them with different rarities, which the rarities you can actually go ahead and enhance these things and level up the rarity as well, which is really, really cool. There's so much different stuff in here that just lends itself to being really free to play friendly, and I really, really like that about this game. So when it comes to the actual gameplay, I'm sure that most of you have seen this before. I have not beat this level yet. We'll just go ahead and try it. I haven't really been playing the game all that much recently, outside of just doing dailies, if I'm being honest with you guys. It isn't because I have anything against the game, obviously, whatsoever. I really do enjoy this game. It's more so that I've just been busy with Street Fighter Duel. So big shout out to everybody who's been enjoying that content, but I'm just gonna go ahead and auto through this real quick if I can. I haven't beat this one yet, like I said, so we may not, but I just want to show you guys some gameplay. Just go ahead and show you guys kind of what you're getting into here. But overall, guys, it is a really fun little game. It isn't going to be anything that's going to have like the most game-breaking or the most game-changing content in the world. It's not going to be anything that is going to necessarily, we're totally gonna lose this. I'm gonna have to do this off auto, but at least it gives you an idea of what the gameplay looks like, right? So, oh, actually we won, good. Okay, cool. So, but overall, guys, the game is simple, but I think that's okay. I think that's a good thing. You know, I know some people don't like simple content, but overall, a simple game to me like this is a nice breath of fresh air. It's a nice change of pace. It's a game that you can play passively. It's a game that you can just kind of kick back and have fun with, you know, and you can go in here, like I've been focusing on just building up my restaurants and my shelters recently, you know, and you can build all these different things. There's a lot of different things to take into account, and you can customize your town, of course, you know, like I can put this pretty much anywhere I want, and so on and so forth. And you've got, of course, your currencies up at the top. But there's a lot of things you can do in this game, and like I said, it is almost all going to be free to play friendly. And if we take a look here, you're also going to have things here that you can do, like all these different types of enemies. These different enemy types you can do different things with, like some of these henchmen and things, you can actually take them in. You'll have a prison, which I think is really funny. I'll show you guys that real quick. But you can put these fighters in there, or these characters in there for a brief time, send them out on a mission, and they bring you back loot, which is kind of cool, so you can kind of collect those, and it's just an extra bonus for fighting them. You have the detection software thing here, which basically just takes you to different little special missions that you can do each day and get all sorts of rewards. There's a lot of different stuff that you can do in this game. You got the laboratory here where you can do research to upgrade not just your income and the things you can loot and how much of it you can loot, but you've also got all sorts of little things in here to help your progression, and there's even more that we haven't unlocked yet. If we go in here, another thing you can do, we can go ahead and just jump in here. Let's search, and then I can show you guys kind of what we're talking about. So as you guys can see, there you go. Plenty of different things that you can loot, you can attack, you can do all sorts of different things with. There's a lot of different mechanics here that you can play around with. And really, the gameplay is, like I said, pretty simple, but at the same time, pretty fun. Your characters are just going to have, like you saw there in that gameplay, they're going to have their little skills, and you can go in, you can play it manual, you can play it auto, whatever you want to do. You have different types of zombies or, you know, mutations or whatever the case may be that you can fight. And it's just a fun little game. It's a weird game, I'll admit that, just because you never would have assumed that the King of Fighters and, you know, let's face it, zombies would be a thing, but you know, it is what it is. It's still kind of fun, and overall, I enjoy simple little games like this that, you know, don't require me to have to sit down and crunch a bunch of numbers and worry about this, worry about that. You know, you can just kind of jump into this one and have fun. Your guild stuff is kind of fun too, because you are going to have like guild rallies that you can do where basically you'll have like a rally point that you'll go to, and then you and your guild will basically just fight to take that down, and then you'll get points there or rewards there. And that's, you know, that's kind of the main game bend of this, is just kind of the different things that you'll do in the dark lab and then with your guild, and then just building all of your different little structures for now. So there isn't going to be anything, like I said, that's going to be absolutely game changing or game breaking or crazy different about this from other games of its ilk, but it is a fun little game. And overall, I do think that being that it's launch day, you get all sorts of free summons, as you guys are about to see. This is the summon menu right here we'll talk about in a moment, but I do think it is worth downloading this thing and playing around with it if you're a King of Fighters fan, because if you're a fan of these characters like I am, then chances are you're going to jump into this game and you'll find it charming, you'll find it to be a nice way to waste some time, and I think that that is where this game's niche is going to be, and I don't really find it to be a problem that way. I know some people think that it's overly simple, but at the end of the day, simple games sometimes are a good thing. I think sometimes games get a little too overcomplicated for some people, so it's nice to have games like this. So overall, guys, that's just kind of a 1,000-yard view. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a shot of what I'm doing in this game, because it's been a while since I've updated you on how I'm doing and what I'm doing in this game. But overall, it's been a fun time, and I will be playing more of it now that I know I can keep this account. I had admittedly worried that this account would be kind of gone after it officially launched, because technically it was an APK account, but it was nice of them to allow all of us to keep our progress, so we have a little bit of a head start. So, with that being said, you guys, we're just going to jump into the summons. I'm going to go ahead and summon on, we'll just do the silver tokens first and then the gold ones. So as you guys can see, there's two different summon menus here. We have the premium and the regular. We have one multi for the premium, which is 10 tokens, and then we have 4 multis for the regular, which is 10 tokens a piece. So we'll just jump in here, and when you see the multis here, you guys will kind of see kind of what you're looking at. But when it comes to multis, you not only have a chance to get characters, and you have a chance to get them at different star levels, which is really nice, but you also have a chance at getting items. Ooh, there's that Athena, we need her. So as you guys can see, we're going to be probably picking up quite a few items here, because there's quite a few on the board, but you can pick up, there you go, characters, there are different items, etc. And you see the different star levels for each one. So progression in this game, like I mentioned, as long as you are watching the ads and doing a couple different things that you need to do to get the tokens each day, it is very free to play friendly. And like I'd shown you guys also, oh, I got Athena, look at that. So now I think we have every character on the roster. Really, really cool. We got the 1-star one. I think, yeah, there was a 2-star one on there, but that's fine. We wanted Athena, so we got her. So yeah, I mean, you could pretty much see the overall game loop of this game, it's pretty simple. Like I said, we got another Athena. That one's the tier 2 one. So hey, we got what we wanted. So now we can go ahead and work on building her as well. So that's really cool. I'm hoping, you know, you guys saw kind of the main team or the main characters I've been working on. Obviously, I always want more kings. I want more Iori, more Terry. I would like to have more Kios. Athena is really nice now that I got her, so I would like to have more of her. You know, any of the characters really that I like would be really cool to have, but overall, I don't really complain when it comes to what I get in this game because, hey, there's more stuff for Athena. Because honestly, at the end of the day, this game, I feel like you can make any character work to an extent. It just comes down to, I think that this game is somewhat fairly balanced when it comes to the characters. There's obviously going to be characters that are better than others. That's going to be any game that you play. But I do feel like if you like a specific character, you can go in and play with that character, and as long as they are built up, you shouldn't come away with it with a bad taste in your mouth going, man, that character sucks, I'm never going to use them again. Like, it's not one of those games where all these characters have so much going on under the hood that it's pretty noticeable when it's just absolute garbage. At least the characters I've used, I haven't had that issue with. So if you're a fan of someone, get them, try them out, see if you like them. You know, I've found that overall, the different characters in this game all have kind of their different perks, things that they're good at, certain fights that they're not so great in either, but at the same time, there is some balance there. And I haven't really run into much of any sort of issue that I would complain about necessarily. There's not really anything, I guess really the biggest thing I do question about this game for the longevity is going to be the different types of gameplay that they're able to incorporate, because it is a pretty simple little game. So I do wonder if that is going to be something that is the design standpoint going forward, is to keep it simple, which again, as we've already established, in my opinion, isn't a bad thing. But, you know, hey, we'll have to wait and see. There's plenty of different things that have been done with this type of game before. So they've got plenty of things they can draw from. Yes, there we go. We got a king. All right. Really, really good. I was hoping we would get that. I saw her sitting up there and I was like, man, it would be nice to get another one because it's been a while. Okay. So that's really good. We've got one more multi for the regular ones, and then we have our premium multi, which again, I don't think I've done a premium multi before on this game. It might have been day one that I downloaded the APK. I don't quite remember. Who do we want on here? Well, we definitely want King. We got Kay. We've got Athena. Yeah, several different things here that we could get. But yeah, I'm curious to see what the future holds for this game. I really am, because I do enjoy this game. We need that for our Iori. We've been building him up. He's one of our main characters that we use. So overall, I am going to be covering this game as well on the channel. I won't be covering it as much as some of the other games, just because right now, unless something changes, isn't as much to talk about, because it is, again, pretty basic, but at the same time, it is a fun game, and it is in that niche. It's the King of Fighters, obviously. Man, this multi, we are actually not going to get anything too crazy with the fighters. We got some Yuri stuff in this, so that's good, I guess. Okay, so we needed that. That's cool. All right, so perfect. All right, now we have our premium. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to be entirely dissimilar from the last one, so we'll have to wait and see here. I'm assuming it'll just be chance at higher rarity characters and pieces. Yeah, so we got some 3 stars and things like that in here. Athena'd be nice. But overall, you know, give the game a shot. It's in your store if you play on iOS or Google Play, whatever the case may be. It should be available for you. I don't know of any regions it wasn't released for, although if you are in a region and you go look for it and it's not there, let me know in the comments section. I would like to know that kind of information. But overall, I do think that it is worth downloading this game and trying it out, especially if you like these types of games. Again, it is very much so going to be exactly what you would expect from this type of a gameplay loop. But at the same time, if it's something that you're into and you like the King of Fighters, I think that this is a game that you try out, download it, see if you like it. It's free, so definitely nothing to risk there. And again, I do feel like it is a free-to-play friendly game. I really, really do. So overall, you guys, that's pretty much what we got there. And now I'm gonna go in and work on building up all my characters here, because there is all sorts of stuff that I can do with these guys now. But before I go, you guys know, I gotta 4-star that king. But anyway, you guys, that's gonna do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe on your way out. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have played the King of Fighters Survival City, or if you're planning on playing this game, and what you think of it, because I do think, again, it is a fun little game. It's not going to be anything that's going to be earth-shattering, or it's not gonna revolutionize mobile gaming, but I do think it's a fun little game if you're a King of Fighters fan. But anyway, you guys, that's just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments section down below. Like, share, and subscribe on your way out. And until the next one, you all take care. Peace.
Continue.